Hello and welcome to Rose Plays Season 22, Episode 47. As always, I'm your host, Aurian MoonRose, and today we'll be continuing the Let's Play of Final Fantasy XVI on the Final Fantasy difficulty. So last time, we did a side mission to save some curse breakers. And it looks like we're going to do a main part of the mission before we can get that side quest back there.
Talia, how's Jill?
She's fine.
But she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you.
Better.
He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
That's fine. But I got a side quest to do first.
That's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor.
You know what? That's exactly my thought was. Oh yeah, he did go and do something, didn't he? I kind of forgot. Is Jill over here? Let's talk to her.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Talia's remedies.
Good.
She insists I rest.
You should. Speak with Gav in the shelves. Not yet.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a curse breaker's brand.
Ah.
It's my first time, and I don't
You'll do
feel like
fine.
I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover.
Maybe it's based on willpower as much as it is the removal.
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden.
Well, they shouldn't have it in the first place, honestly, but, you know, that's kind of what happens.
The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential. And we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping.
Well, it's called not having it,
I
but...
suppose.
Or not having to get rid of it, like he said, but...
I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low.
You need to get more.
The few leaves we have would barely be enough for a move.
Alright, I can do that.
Let alone a brand.
Well, we need to remedy that. Yep, offer to gather some other messes.
You'll go.
Of course.
Oh, thank you. No one knows how
We're all in this
like
together.
Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Oh. God, I keep having to go back there already. I just finished a quest with a carpenter recently. It's fine. Alright. Let's go. The slime was also around here too, wasn't it? At least it's not that far.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Yeah, not going to be as easy. Look what's here. I mean, I would have just skipped you guys, but I think you said no to that. All right, I'll take that. Maybe we have 5 and be over? No, we have 4. Fine.
finished.
Oh, okay.
Ogle, kill. Goku.
Ooh. Ow! That raptor hit me good.
This one.
There.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Well, if not, we've either just made the pain worse for the poor guy who's about to get it, or we've killed him. I think both are kind of problematic.
The infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Hope-inevitably. Do no harm. Well, if it's wrong, I'll be doing plenty of harm. So, yeah, hopefully that's not a thing.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Ugh.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Nah.
The usual.
A little fight, but nothing I couldn't handle.
Yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting.
Well, that's good then.
I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine.
Just overdose him then.
Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you.
I mean, I don't know if that's a possibility that you can overdose him, but...
Thank you for the kind words. Truly.
Tasha! Your man's being an idiot.
Still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision. A single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them.
Yeah, but they don't want to live with that brand.
Anyone.
Breakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning.
You kind of lead your people to death if they wish to.
Risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
For what they believe in.
To fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya.
She knows what she's talking about.
She once told me it's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't.
That seems right.
For helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Good, because they're counting on you. And I'm counting on you. Not the worst. Alright, time to go talk to Gav.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Your mom.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Well, that's what you get when she's wearing a ghost costume for Halloween. Here we go.
Where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something. about
Helping
Torgal.
people.
Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
Aw, that was
What do you
nice.
reckon, Tomes?
Certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but
That seems
a
right.
rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir
Yep.
the Frostwolf.
Aw.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
I'll explain his need to protect him so much when she was about to be executed.
Awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
More or less.
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
Aww.
If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Possibly. I'm hoping not,
Torgal's
but
power is his own. His latent birthright as a frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
he's happy about that.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Whoa there. I know you mean the Kupo nuts, but
Everywhere for you. Bernadette. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
there's a problem
I shall be a moment.
without a context about finding him buried in your nuts. What a strange relationship you have with Torgal.
Isn't it brilliant?
It's alright.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Maybe. Let's find out.
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
Oh, God. I'm sure that's gonna go over smashingly. Roped into her experiments. Perhaps.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have
What a
myriad
surprise.
sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Maybe the route he came.
Keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Well, where do we want to go then? Wait, did she figure it out already? Are you just waiting on her? It doesn't help.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive, I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
There's no throne left, thanks to
That is a
Kupka.
relief.
Clive, you got a minute?
Apparently, I'm just sitting here staring at her.
Have a guest.
A guest?
And who might that be?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Oh, God. Uncle Byron?
Boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here.
How did you even find us? I'm sorry. This was, not what I expected. Meanwhile, Twinside, the Holy Empire of Sanberek. Seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government...
Audience
sues
Chamber,
for
Imperial
peace.
Palace.
How shall we respond?
Wait, you can sue for
If they're willing
peace?
to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
What did Olivier do?
I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing
Oh.
of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose of peace?
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Wow.
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him.
He's missing hands.
His Highness would, of course, prevail. There would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time.
You're a dick.
As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
That they would.
There will be losses, it is true.
Shouldn't we be fighting for not
For every
losses?
citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
I don't know if I want this empire to live on.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
prepare for battle.
I don't wanna.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Well, I hate you. I'm not too fond of you either. Dion, I don't mind.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true.
About what?
You disappoint me, Dion.
Dude, you disappoint yourself. Okie dokie.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
You don't want to know.
I'd like to find out.
I guess we got enough time to go talk to Uncle Byron then. Let's go!
One thing after another around here.
Probably be our final thing. Hello, Uncle Byron. What you up to?
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
See, that was my
Through the good
question.
offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful.
Wade knew how to get here?
As are you, I hear.
I don't believe it.
And those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
Not a surprise.
Questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Gav, I have the same look. Gav is like, what?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
So that must have been
Forgive
Kupka's
me
plan.
for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Okay.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
So you think he went back that
Can the
way?
same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as
Oi, oi, Clive, my boy. Yes. Yes, Callium.
for a land apart.
It is definitely Clive. How's the game going? It's going alright. Playing on the hardest difficulties, so...
Safe to assume
I mean, kind of easy when you've got the a lot of the skills unlocked and whatnot, but it's not going bad at all.
Survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough.
You're on your 5th playthrough. That is awesome and amazing. You must really enjoy the game. Doing a challenge run this time. And what type of challenge run are you doing?
Did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose.
Ah, no potions.
To load him aboard
See, I wouldn't say that I'm doing that type of run, but I don't tend to use the potions or high potions a lot. The only time I use them is when they're on the ground and it's just like, hey, you don't have room for these. We're just gonna, you know, use them. I think the only time I really even used the potions was during the level 100 dragon. Yeah, I don't count those. It's hard to remember which ones are potions and not. Maybe if you've gone through the game 5 times.
And by cutting through the Velcroy.
But, I mean, kind of difficult. Won't disagree with that. But at the same time, the fact that you get back all your health when you're back at your base, the fact that there are random ones on the ground that auto-use for you, and the fact that you can heal with your semi-primed form, and the Flames of Rebirth, you kind of don't need potions. Yep, Limit Break, that's it, the semi-primed. So, I mean, in some strange little way, I'm kind of doing it too, up to an extent. Like I said, I think the only time I may have to use it might be during the dragon fight at level 100. Unless I save it until I get the Ultima weapon, which I probably won't. I'll probably do it as soon as I get a chance. I'll probably be like level 70 when I take on the level 100 dragon. That's gonna be problematic.
You may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic.
But how's that coming along for ya?
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
Well, we have to take him on, don't we?
Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned.
It's going good. Pretty tough as Ultima kicked my many times last night. I could see Ultima being a challenge, too. Kind of might fear him as well. Yeah, Ultima and his, like, what, 4-time forms that you have to fight him? Yeah, that definitely could be problematic. I could see that 100%. The boss fight in the Rift. Oh, the Rift one. Yep. Okay. That one, I feel like is one of the more challenging ones, too, along with the dragon. Alright, so we got nothing left to do at the moment other than continue the story. Well, that sounds fun and interesting. I hope you're able to do that and manage it. As for this episode, we will go ahead and leave it here. I got some awesome screenshots from it, though. That is amazing. Screenshots are awesome. Has joined... well, thank you, Rosfeld, for joining the Movement of the Roses, and welcome to the Rose Play movement. But that is awesome. Screenshots are amazing. I hope you got to place a poster or something for people that may watch or just show off your progress. Thank you. So, until next time, remember, keep gaming. Never give up. And if your uncle tends to arrive, I got them on my Facebook. There you go. That's my boy, Rosfield. If your uncle comes a-knocking, he might come a-knocking with 2 million, which might knock Gav off his feet.